Today we will study mensuration, and under mensuration today we will cover the topic cylinder. Right. Now the first thing comes, what is a cylinder? What is a cylinder? Right. Cylinder, you can understand it this way. Suppose this is a rectangular sheet. Right. These are the edges of this rectangular sheet. It's just like this. This is a rectangular sheet. These are the edges. If you join these two edges like this, got it? So you will get a figure somewhat like this. So this figure we call as cylinder. Right. Now this is a circular part. This is also a circular part of this cylinder. Got it? So this you can call as top of the cylinder. This you can call as base of the cylinder. Suppose the radius of this base is r, and it will be same here. It will also be r. And this is suppose the height of the cylinder, right? Now this is called a cylinder, right? Now this cylinder can be of different types, like one you can call as solid cylinder, other you can call as hollow cylinder, right? Now solid cylinder means there is no space, you cannot fill anything inside, it's solid, right? It's all material of which it is made up of, right? And hollow cylinder means where you can fill, like this is a cylinder, right? And you can fill. Hollow cylinder is somewhat like this. Suppose this bottle, it's a hollow cylinder because you can fill something inside. So this is called a hollow cylinder. Got it? So this hollow cylinder again can be of two types. One is with some thickness, and other without negligible thickness. Got it? Now negligible thickness means, suppose this is a cylinder, the material of which it is made up of, right, its thickness is negligible, means it's very thin. Got it? What we assume that whatever its radius is from inside, the same radius will be from outside also. Got it? So internal radius and external radius, both are what? Same. Now in case of cylinder with some thickness, the cylinder can be of this type, like a paper roll you must have seen, right? It's somewhat like this, right? So this part is solid and here it is hollow, right? So it has some thickness. It has somewhat thickness. This much is the thickness of this, right? So this is another type of cylinder we will study. So here we will study three types of cylinders. First, the solid cylinder, then hollow cylinders, and the hollow cylinder we will study first the cylinders with second with some thickness, right? So if there is a cylinder with some thickness, it will have two radii. First is called internal, right? And this is called external. From here till here, this is one radius. From here till here, the length will be different. Suppose this is different. This is capital R and this is small r. Got it? But here, the internal and external will be same. Here it is different. See, here it is small r is the internal radius and capital R is the external radius. Since here the thickness is negligible, so internal radius and external radius both are same. Got it? Now first we will study this solid cylinder, and in this solid cylinder we will study how to find its curved surface area, its total surface area and its volume, right? Then the same thing we will do with the cylinder, hollow cylinder with some thickness, and then the same we will calculate with the hollow cylinder without any thickness. Got it? Now the solid cylinder, first I'll tell you how to find the curved surface area, the total surface area and the volume of a solid cylinder. This is a cylinder. Its radius is how much? R. Right. And its height is h. Now to find, first let's calculate how to, let's see how to find the volume. So volume of this cylinder, right, that is pi r square into h. This pi r square is the area of this base right? And h is the height of it. So volume of a cylinder is calculated with the help of what? Pi r square into h. Got it? So this gives the volume of a cylinder. Now come to the curved surface area of the cylinder. Curved surface area of a cylinder. Now the curved surface area of the cylinder is the curved surface, right? So this curved surface is this. This is a cylinder, this part, this curved surface excluding top and this bottom, right? This is called curved surface area. So its formula is 2 pi r, that is circumference of the base into height. So curved surface area of a cylinder is circumference of the base, this radius will be same as r, and into whatever the height is there. So this will give you curved surface area of a cylinder, right? Now if you have to find total surface area, right? Now the total surface area will include the curved surface area plus area of this top as well as area of this bottom. Now see, area of the top is circular. So you will add the area of one circle plus area of this circle. So area of two circles you have to add. So total surface area will be, this will be 2 pi r h. This is okay. Plus area of this circular part will be how much? Pi r square and pi r square. It will be 2 pi r square. Right. Now if you want, you can take 2 pi r as common. So it will be h plus r. So the total surface area of a cylinder is given by 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. You write it this way, or you can take 2 pi r common, h plus r. So this will give you the curved total surface area of this cylinder. Or in other words, this is the total area which you can paint. Right? If you see this cylinder, this is a cylinder, which part, if I ask you to paint it, you can paint this curved surface. This part you can paint with a brush. You can paint this part as well as you can paint this part. From inside you cannot paint because it's a solid cylinder. Right? So this will give you the total surface area. That is the surface area of this curved part plus surface area of this top as well as surface area of this bottom. Got it? Now let's take another type of cylinder, right, which is hollow and which has what? Negligible thickness, right? Now suppose, let's take this only. This is a hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder without any thickness. Let's assume, as I told before, that thickness is negligible, means the material of which this cylinder is made, right, its thickness is what? Negligible. It's just like hollow. This is suppose a cylinder, right? If you open this, if you cut it from here and cut it from here, so that will give you a hollow cylinder with open, which is open from both ends. It is open from this end as well as it is open from this end. Got it? So in that case, if volume is asked, volume will remain same, pi r square into h. That volume you can call it as capacity also. Capacity means whatever you can fill inside it. So this is the volume, right, which is open from both ends, right? Whether it's solid or hollow, the volume will remain same, pi r square into h. Got it? Now, if you are asked to find what? Curved surface area, right? Now pay attention here. This curved surface area, as I told, is the curved surface which you can paint. Like this is a hollow cylinder. You cut it from here, you cut it from here. So this is a hollow cylinder with both ends open. So which part can you paint? You can paint it from outside, this curved surface area, as well as you can paint it from inside also. From inside also there is a curved surface, right? So now the curved surface area will be what? This, what is the curved surface area of this? 2 pi r into h. That is the external curved surface area plus internal curved surface. Since the radius is same, its thickness is what? Negligible. So the radius will remain, inside radius will also remain same. So it will be 2 pi r h. So total will be how much? 4 pi r h. Right. This will give you the curved surface area of a cylinder which is open from both ends. Hollow cylinder open from both the ends. So this will be what? Curved surface area. How much? 2 pi RH from outside you can paint that area, and 2 pi RH you can paint from inside. So total will be what? 4 pi RH. This is curved surface. Now if I ask you what is the total surface area for it, right? Now total surface area, is there anything left? See, this is hollow, there is no base and no top. Got it? So its total this curved surface area, and sorry, its total surface area will be equal to its curved surface area, because there is no other part left to be painted. You cannot paint because it's hollow. There is no top, there is no bottom, right? So no part is left to be painted. Therefore, whatever the curved surface area is there, that will be equal to its total surface area. So in case of hollow cylinder with both ends open, right, total surface area will be equal to curved surface area. So that will be, total surface area will also be how much? 4 pi RH. Got it? This is for hollow cylinder with both ends open. Now if I make a small change in it, now what I do, suppose this part, I cut only the top of it. There is a bottom of it, just like a glass, cylindrical glass you take, right? It has a base but no top. So this part is there, circular part, but this is open. This part is open now, right? See, the question can be asked different ways. The questions can be asked, right? So you can, it can be asked like there is a cylindrical glass which is open from one end. Then you cannot apply this formula there. So in that case, if it is asked calculate curved surface area, right? So in case that curved surface area will be this 2 pi RH. It's okay, from outside you can paint, from inside also you can paint, so it will remain same. 2 pi RH from outside plus 2 pi RH from inside. So the total it will be how much? 4 pi RH. It's okay. But if it is asked total surface area, in total surface area, right, from outside and inside you will paint, but you will paint this part also. This is circular, pi r square, right? So it will be 4 pi RH plus pi r square. You will paint it from outside also, and you will paint it from inside also. You can paint it, right? Because you can paint here also and from inside. So there will be one more circular part from inside, pi r square. So how much will it be? 4 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. So it will be 2 pi r, you can take common. So this is h plus r, right? This is 4 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. So 2 pi r you can take common. So it will be, sorry, 2h. It will be how much? 2h plus r, because 2 pi r you have taken common. So this is the formula to calculate what? Total surface area of a cylinder with base and no top. It's a hollow cylinder. Got it? So whatever type of question is asked, right, you can frame your own formula. Got it? Because here there was base, so you have added what? The curve will remain same, and the total surface area, you can add this part to it from outside, and the same will be from inside. Now let's take another type of cylinder which has some thickness. Got it? Now let's take another type of cylinder with some thickness, and we'll calculate what? Curved surface area, total surface area, right, and volume. So now there is a hollow cylinder with some thickness. Hollow cylinder with some thickness. Right. So this is a cylinder, and it has some thickness, means it's somewhat like this. Right. Now if you see here, this is a hollow part, this is a solid part. Got it? Just like a road roller you must have seen, right? It's hollow from the center and it's thick, the edges are thick. So it has two radii. This is called internal radii with the small r, and this is called external radii with capital R. Right. This whole part is solid. This is made up of material sum. This is only the hollow part. Got it? Now, here if it is asked, calculate its curved surface area. Now see the curved part where you can paint. What you can paint? You can paint it from outside. So it will be 2 pi r h, because the external radii is how much? R, capital R. This you can paint. You can paint it from inside also, this hollow part. But how much is the radius here? Small r. So you will add what? 2 pi small r into h to it. You will add what? Small r, this circumference or this curved surface. Internal curved surface area plus external curved surface. This is external, this is internal. If you want, you can take 2 pi h common. This will be r plus r. So this will give you what? Curved surface area of a cylinder with some thickness. Got it? Now if it is asked to find total surface area of it. Total surface area of it. Right? It will be the total surface area you want to calculate here. Right? So this will be the curved surface area, whatever this curved surface area is, that is 2 pi h r plus r. This is the curved surface. This is the part of total surface area, plus what other part can you paint here? You can paint this part and you can paint this part. So you will have to add area of these two parts. So how are you going to add the area of, what will be the area of this? Now this part, if I draw it, it will be somewhat like this. It is its top view. If you look it from the top, you will see it somewhat like this. So this is small r, this is capital R. If you are asked to find the area of this part, right? So the area of this part will be what? Area of this whole circle, that is pi capital R square, because the radius of outer circle is r, this is small r, minus pi small r square. This is the area of this part. From this whole circle, area of this whole circle, you subtract the area of this part, because this is hollow. So this will give you the area of rest of the figure. Got it? So you can take pi common. So it will be r square minus small r square. Right? So you add to total surface area, you add this. This much is from here. This is the top. And the same will be the area of this bottom. So what you will do? You twice it, 2 pi r square minus r square. Got it? So this will give you the total surface area of this diagram. No need of mugging up all these, right? Try to understand and you can frame your own formula. So what you do? First find the curved surface area. Curved will be the curved surface area of the outer cylinder plus curved surface area of the inner cylinder, right? So this is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi small r into h, because small r is the radius of inner circle, inner cylinder, right? So 2 pi h you can take common, so this will give you curved surface area. Now to find total surface area, this will be there, plus the area of this part, this and this. If you see that the top view of this will be somewhat like this. So you want to find the area of this. So the area of this part will be what? The area of outer circle minus area of inner circle. Outer circle is pi capital R square minus pi small r square. Pi you can take common, so it will be r square minus r square. Now this is the area of this part, the top. The same will be for bottom. Got it? So you just twice it. This is pi r square minus r square. You multiply it with 2, so it will be 2 pi r square minus r square. So this will give you the total surface area of a cylinder with some thickness. Got it? If somebody asks you what is the thickness of this cylinder, how will you find its thickness? Will be capital R minus small r. This is the thickness. This capital R is this minus small r. So this will give you this part. This is the thickness. So in a question, if it is asked, calculate thickness of this cylinder, it's simply capital R minus small r. This will give you what? Thickness of the cylinder. Got it? Now, in case if the question is asked, right, what is the capacity or how much liquid can this cylinder hold? If you are filling liquid inside, so liquid you cannot fill in this part. Liquid will be filled only inside this. So if somebody asks you the capacity, how much liquid, how much air can it hold? So that is called the capacity. Capacity of it will be how much? Only this cylinder, if you see, right? This is the cylindrical part. What is the volume of it? It will be pi small r square into h. This will give you the capacity of it. Capacity means how much liquid or air can it hold. Got it? So that is the capacity, that is equals to pi r square into h. Why I have taken small r? This small r I have taken because this part you cannot fill anything. Whatever liquid you are filling, right? Because in the question they may ask you, right? There is a cylinder with some thickness or whatever it is given, a liquid is filled inside it. Find the volume of the liquid. So this volume of this liquid will be equals to the capacity of this. Will be equals to how much? Capacity of it. Got it? Now if it is asked to find the volume of it. So the capacity is this much. Capacity means how much liquid can it hold. If it is asked what is the volume of the cylinder, right? Volume of the material, you can say. Volume of the material of which it is made up of, right? So that is the volume of the material. Volume of the material, right? Volume of the material will be, first find the volume of this whole cylinder. So what is the volume of this whole cylinder? That is pi r square into h. This is our whole cylinder, but this is hollow part. There is no material inside. So subtract volume of this part minus pi small r square into h. So this will give you volume of the material. Got it? So this will be, you can take pi into h common, right? So what is left here? R square minus small r square. So this will give you the volume of the material of which this cylinder is made up of, right? So that is how much? Pi h capital R square minus small r, right? And if it is asked what is the capacity of it or how much water it can hold, that will be equals to pi r square into h. Don't get confused. Capacity means how much liquid you can fill inside it, that is the capacity of it. And if volume of the material is asked, that is the volume of this material, iron or wood or whatever it is. What is its volume, right? So for that what you do, first find the volume of this whole cylinder, that is pi r square into h, and subtract the volume of this part. So it will be pi h capital R square minus small r square. Got it? So in the next lesson, we'll solve some questions based on cylinders, right? Till then, bye.